welcome you here to today's PERC seminar, which is by Professor Xolela Mangcu. The Sunday Times has described him as possibly the most prolific public intellectual in South Africa.
The issue of writing a book about Biko is something that has occupied me for many, many years. When I started working on this on and off, that's the first thing I need to actually lay on the table, that it's been a labor of love on and off for many, many years, since the 1990s, basically. I was writing the book mostly unaware that there is academic literature on biography, that there is a field, a very rich field of academic literature on the subject. I was writing it mostly, when I started writing in the 1990s, mostly out of, I suppose, loyalty to Biko, a sense that I needed to tell his story, that he was being ignored and neglected in the social and political history of South Africa, and that and that I was in a position in some way to tell the story. I have, for the past 15 years, basically been straddling both the academic and the popular genre in my writing and in my audiences. To what extent that was successful is another matter for the critics and my fellow writers.
My question is, I realized somewhere you would translate, from Xhosa to English, and as I'm busy reading it, I feel that maybe you've compromised so much trying to accommodate the English language, and I'm wondering, could the book have been written in Xhosa and obviously keeping in line with preserving our culture as well?
The political economy of publishing that makes that proposition difficult or impossible that it would come out that way. I'd love to have it translated, but when you talk to publishers about translation, the first thing they tell you is that from a business perspective, the people who are likely to read it are the people who would have read it in English.